EOS has been a huge part of our journey, enabling what we've built with bringing basically the power of true ownership to mass consumer audiences. One of the things we want to talk about and promote is our ongoing hackathon, which has two parts to it. And it features our newly launched developer platform that basically allows anybody to connect any type of game or experience or service to the Upland ecosystem. And it's done in a way that is client agnostic, meaning that you can have a mobile app or a website or a JavaScript game or whatever. And all of the connection is done in the backend through to our basically identity system, economy, and teas, etc. And all you need to know is actually to code for API. I think with the same way that we have democratized true ownership and made it accessible to mass consumer audiences via platforms such as the iOS App Store, etc. The same way we want to make development easy. So rather than having true ownership and Web3 concepts that can power new types of experiences and games, limited only to people who know how to code to blockchain. So it's an ongoing hackathon. We launched it at GDC several weeks ago. The registration deadline for the teams is going to be about 2 weeks from now. I think it's May 12th or so. And then the actual judging and pitching would be in June 9th in an event called Genesis Week, which is the yearly celebration of minting of the Genesis property in Upland. It's taken in person in Las Vegas, again, every year. So there are two tracks to the hackathon. The first tracks is in collaboration with the FIFA Women's World Cup. And this track calls to create either games or experience that have to do with FIFA NFTs that we call and FIFA Legits. So these are basically NFTs that we launched with last year's Qatar World Cup and are going to be also extended to this year's Women's World Cup, which will take place in Sydney and New Zealand. And then the second track is a bit broader track. It's an innovation track, and this is in conjunction with the ENF. So ENF are co-sponsoring this track with us. And this calls for basically creating new types of innovative apps or services or games that are meant to drive engagement and adoption for Web3 to mass consumer audiences. So this one is a bit more liberal and like broad track where you can really get creative, but try to figure out new types of ways to engage and onboard new types of players into the Web3 ecosystem. Both of these tracks carry a $10,000 first prize, and there's also a second prize, if I'm not mistaken. For each track, the three top teams will be selected to basically and invited to Genesis Week to pitch, and then we'll have a live judging panel, and the winner will be declared on June 9th.